Hi, this is Digital Fam and welcome to my channel. So in this video, I want to talk about that movie or series that's trending on Netflix right now called The One or The One. You know what? I don't like it. I mean, I watched all 8 episodes, so sorry, this is a spoiler alert. Warning, if you have not watched The One or you are just in the middle of watching or finishing off the series, please just stop right now and get off this video. So for those of you that stayed, I'm hoping that you have watched The One and obviously you've had your own opinions about it. Well, I'm going to share you mine. Number one, so you know what the premise is, right? It's these two geneticists or this one geneticist and another female, Rebecca Webb, and she wanted to market it and she wanted to call it The One so that they found a way how to literally match people and find like the one true love. And it got me thinking throughout every single episode. It kind of made me sick, to be honest. And the reason why it did is because what was that wife's name? Hannah, the one who she was very insecure. So she got hold of her husband's DNA to get it matched. And she literally found the match for her husband that was living in London. And she wanted to make friends with her so she could find out, well, if this woman is supposed to be the match, the one true love for my husband, what does she have that I don't have? Like that was holy shit psychotic, the stuff she did. And I was really kind of angry at that character because it's like, oh my God, girl. And the lies that went on in that show, like especially Rebecca Webb, one lie after another. Okay, I don't want to get off topic. The reason why I wanted to bring it up is because I wanted to talk about love. And I guess when you talk about love, then the next other topic you would talk about is relationships, romantic relationships, marriage, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, what have you. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I'm going to go out on a limb here and say something that I might get backlash for. And what that is I really feel that that whole finding the one, finding your soulmate, your one true love. I know that there are many people out there who believe in that, like the one person for you or your soulmate or whatever that is you want to call it. I don't mean to put you down. First of all, I was that. Many years ago, I believed in a soulmate. As a matter of fact, I believed in a twin flame soulmate and all that, and your one true love. But after having gone through life for this length that I have, and after having had a number of relationships, like pretty much long-term relationships, and really loving deeply, like, I'm not kidding you. I've had relationships where I loved like deeply, and then when I look back on it, all those loves that I loved deeply, like emotionally, they were really all like different. And I wish I could go into that, and maybe I will. If you want to know, I don't know, why would you? But if you want me to explain what I mean by the whole concept of loving deeply in different ways, and it's not sexual, okay? It's like emotional and I don't know, like just different I guess it depends on the different stage of life I was at. And I guess it every time, for every relationship that I felt I loved deeply, they were all very different. And I realized when I look back in hindsight, it was all based on obviously my capacity to love, my understanding of myself, and I don't know, the ability to love myself at that moment in time. So fast forward to now, and I'm watching this this show, The One, and they're talking about, you know, the perfect match, the one person for you, and I'm really not buying it. And I'm just realizing even more, like I realized it before, but it's shows like this that make me realize how, I guess, society, they're really commercializing the whole aspect of love. and they're throwing it at your face in different ways, in like in product branding, in movies, in commercials. Like, who watches commercials now? Oh yeah, okay, there's maybe commercials. I don't think they're called commercials now. They're called like ads on YouTube, because honestly I have not watched television in like years. So where was I? Yeah, they're commercializing the whole love thing, and I don't really agree. If you are one of those people that have been fortunate to have found someone you really loved, and you marry them and they're your best friend, no, that's great. That's like amazing. But I really feel that in general, the only important love is really loving yourself. And I don't mean it in a selfish way, because there are so many relationships out there that seemingly appear wonderful and like perfect match or whatever, but you really never know what goes on behind closed doors. And more than that, you never really know what really goes on inside a person's heart and inside a person's mind. Because I realize that there you could be in a relationship and you are acting one way and feeling one way and saying things, and in your heart and in your mind it's not really consistent with how you are acting. And that is why sometimes when relationships break up, the other person is left like clueless, because they had no idea that this was going to happen. And the reason why is because the person that left them, or that made that decision that they didn't want this relationship anymore, they've been feeling different things in their heart and in their mind, but acting the part or playing the motion, or going through the motion of loving somebody like in their relationship. And the reason why I'm saying this is because I didn't do that, but I know some people have, and then they show it in the movies. Yes, I know people will say, well, movies are... Whoops. Wow. Okay, so I had a little accident. So people sometimes feel like they gotta go through the motions or act a certain way in real life, or like when they're with other people, and that's not really consistent with how they feel or how they think. And the reason why I know this is because I've observed relationships, and people who have been in relationships, be it acquaintances or close friends or friends, they have like shared their feelings with me. And that's how I know, oh, okay, so you're in a relationship where they think you love them, but you're planning something else, which is, I don't know. But you know what? I've learned to respect other people's process and journey, and that's all I'm going to say. So this whole love thing. Oh, yeah. That's what I said. The most important thing I feel is you really have to love yourself, because if people really truly think about this, if you loved yourself and you knew all the greatness and goodness that you are, then you would actually be so happy. You would be at peace and joyful at just who you are, what you are, how you are, and where you are, that you wouldn't need to look outside of yourself for contentment, to feel completed, to feel full or whole, or all those other feelings that they tell you you're supposed to feel when you love somebody. Like, I hate that phrase. Okay, hate is a strong word. I dislike that phrase, you complete me. Because that means that without a whole separate person that comes with baggage and filters and perceptions and childhood shit, they complete you. Wow. Simply wow. You are complete. You don't need somebody else to complete you. And I'm not the only one that's saying this. My goodness, this is 2021 now, and I'm saying this in a video. Come on, I've been saying this like years ago, but there are more people. There are people who've written books. There's documentaries about, and if there isn't, there better be, telling people that you don't need somebody to complete you. You don't need a dog. You don't need a cat. You don't need plants to complete you. Oops. Mind you, I have a lot of plants, but they don't complete me. I just like to take care of them and nurture them and look at them. That's another video. But yeah, so watching that series, The One, it just, I don't know, it just really rubbed me off really wrong. And I think at the end, you kind of like get a sense that regardless of whether or not you're matched, it doesn't mean anything really. It's still the who you are and what you bring to a relationship. So even if there's this person out there that is your one true love, and because you still, or that person still has to rise to the occasion and be who they are. And because we are of human flesh and we are human and we live in this three-dimensional world that's completely not perfect, then mistakes are going to be had. I'm just saying. So if anybody's watching this video, I really don't mean to upset you or anything. This is just my take and my opinion on the Netflix show that's trending called The One. And yeah, my personal thoughts on that whole finding the right person kind of thing, because believe me, there were lots of times in my life when I felt this person was the one, and then that ran its course, and then another person came along and that ran its course. So the only person that's consistent in my life is me. Even my best friend. I had a best friend since grade 12, and unfortunately, I think it's 2 years ago. Yeah, 2 years ago now, we had a falling out, and it was on her end actually. That's neither here nor there. So I still love her. She just said to me she felt that we weren't best friends anymore, and I asked her why, and she said her own things, and I respected that. I told her I was sad that she felt that way, but that I would always be here for her. So I wish her really well and that she's doing well, and oh well. So the only person that's consistent in your life is yourself, is what you have in here and what you have in your heart. And nobody has the right to tell you how to think or how to feel. You would know. And the way you would know is really spending time with yourself and connecting with yourself, not masturbating. I had to say that because sometimes when you say spend time for yourself or with yourself, there's like these, perverted people with sick minds, or maybe I'm the one because I actually said it. Like meaning, spend time with myself. No. Spend time for yourself, meditate, or just sit in silence, or just be on your own and figure out who you are, how you are, where you are, how to be you, and just love everything about you. And you know what? I love me. I honestly love me. I love everything about me. Yes, I do. I had to stop and pause because I was like, well, do I really like, the wrinkles that are popping and that are forming? Do I really like the freckles that are getting bigger every time the sun comes out or the sun's on my face? Like, do I? I don't, but those are just material, three-dimensional things that don't last forever, because when this body goes, it's gone. But my spirit or my energy or my soul, whatever you want to call it, will exist forever, like it always has, just like yours has, and yours will. So please. Oh, you know who promotes the love yourself thing? I just realized is BTS, my favorite band, my favorite 7-member boy band. That they happen to be Korean, and they happen to be the #1 global international band forever in the past year or so, like crazy. And they did not win the Grammys. That's another topic that is very unfair, but this is not what this video is about. So yes, BTS years ago had promoted the Love Yourself campaign, and I think it was Map of the Soul album. I'm not sure, but when they promoted the whole Love Yourself campaign in different songs, I think in an album, that's when their popularity really started to grow, because that whole concept of loving yourself and just being you, you do you, you be you, resonated with so many people. It resonated with people of all ages, not just the youth, although it was aimed at the youth, but people like me I'm not youth anymore. People resonated like me, and older people, people from all walks of life, all cultures, and it's just like amazing. So please, if you came here to this channel and you're watching this video up to now, regardless of whether you're going to watch the Netflix show The One, hopefully you did already, just know the only thing you ever need to not even worry about is just love yourself. You are love. And this is not woo-woo. This is not metaphysical. This is truth. This is real. Just, you don't need anybody to love you, really. I mean, honestly, you can get that from yourself. And I know for some people that's hard to achieve or attain, or for some people they may not get to that point. And the reason why I say this is because maybe in their childhood things have happened to them where they did not receive the guidance or the support or the love in a healthy way, in healthy doses, like to help them as adults come, all that kind of stuff. So, well, for people like that who are out there, there is definitely help. And honestly, I don't know, because I'm not like a psychologist or a psychoanalyst or psychiatrist or anything like that. I just know what I know and what I've gone through. And at this point in my life, yeah, the best relationship I have is with me, honestly. And I wish that for all of you. I really, really do. So if you liked anything about this video, do consider giving it a thumbs up and consider subscribing, because there will be a video or 2 or 3 that will resonate with you. And don't forget, go ahead and go to my video library and just, go through the different titles of the videos, and there's going to be 1 or 2 that's going to resonate with you. And here's a hint. My earlier videos, I mean, not the ones way back in 2008, 2009, my videos for maybe about a year ago, they were a lot more interesting. I said I gave stories about dragons and fairies, I think, and I don't know what else, but they're a little bit more interesting. Now I feel like I'm just sharing what I want to share instead of a story. I do have many stories, and I should get back at just telling these incredible stories that I have. But the fact that I'm actually able to do a video now, and I don't know what time it is. What is that, 10:30? I have to wake up at 6:40. No. I have to wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning so I could be online at 6:45, because that is call time for it's podcast recording day tomorrow. Woohoo! Except the good thing is we're not recording the podcast all day with 6 guests. We're only doing it with 4 guests. So that'll be from 9 till 2:30. Well, we'll see how that goes. Anyway, for all of you that have stayed to watch this, thank you so much. And for those of you that have subscribed, I hope I will not disappoint. Do put in the comments below what you liked about this video, what you didn't. Be nice, be kind, but be honest. I have a thick skin. I can take it. Anyway, wherever you are in this world, have a great day, have a great night, and thanks for watching. And don't forget to subscribe. Bye-bye. And don't forget, the only thing that's worth anything is yourself. So love yourself, please. You are complete on your own. Bye.